Hello YouTube, this is Silver Age Dave. Today is Tuesday, almost comic day. Today, because I don't have any new comics, I'm going to do a support video for Contender. Kevin is celebrating his 400 sub milestone. He's at 473 today, so he's doing a really fun subscriber appreciation contest. His rules are simple. You got to be 18, you got to be subbed. International is okay with no additional shipping charges, so all my friends across the pond, this is a good one for you. He wants you to make a video. You have to link it and comment to his original video, which this is his little homepage here. So we'll go to videos, and it's going to be right here. He's had a couple of these things, and it's not this most recent one. That's an update. But it's his 400 subscriber giveaway, which is right here. So he's just going through some stuff. And it's this one, that second one. So you put a comment, link your video to that. I have a YouTube video on how to link. If you don't know how to do that, it's pretty easy. And I will actually put that on this video. So any of you guys that are in my age group that are technology challenged like Silver is, there'll be a video on how to do that so you can enter his contest. All right, so all he's asked you to do is spell your name with comic books, and I'm going to do that now. And the contest ends May 11th, so I think it was one full month, and pretty exciting spelling test. I was terrible at spelling. I've really worked on it over the years. We're going to see. Hopefully I do okay, Kevin. So our first comic book today, I'm spelling out. I was going to do just Silver, and then I was going to do just Dave, but you know me, I love showing off some comic books. So the first one we have, some of you guys in the older bracket might remember these. Back in the day, Radio Shack, that's the place you went for batteries, for telephones, for any of this kind of crazy stuff, RC cars. You had to go there, any electronic little gizmos and doodads. That's where you went to buy them. Well, they used to do some free comic books. So this is one from back then. Nothing in particular special about this other than it's a piece of history. Great nostalgia. So that's our S. Our second book, we've got Invaders, number 19. We've got a horrible dude on the cover there, but he gets stomped. So this happens to be the 35-cent variant of that cover from 1977. So a little cool piece of history goes with that one. And then we have, let's see, for the letter L, this one's also for my friends across the pond. This is Luke Cage Power Man number 40, but it's the 10 pence variant. And you guys talk about the 10 pence, how that's sometimes all you get. And over here you don't get them. So any of you guys have some extra 10 pencers laying around, you want to trade out or do something, you let me know and we'll figure something out. I love them. I love seeing those. So there you go. God bless the Queen, right guys? All right. So our V, I've got Vigilante. Back in the early 80s, this was one of my favorite comic books that came out. I have a couple full sets of these, and I just love it. Look at that cover. How did this guy not explode? Just a great character. The stories I thought were cool, and so there's our V. For E, this is another one. This is a really cool issue. I think you could only buy these across the pond when they came out. They were scrapped and pulped, recalled. They really, I don't think, were released in the United States, and it's just an awesome issue, awesome piece of history. And that's Elseworlds 80-page giant number 1, nicknamed, what do they nickname this? Microwave Baby, because the babysitter was really bad, and thank goodness it was Super Baby and couldn't get zapped. So there you go. That's Elseworlds. Our next issue I am using for the letter R, just because I love showing it off. We have Big Wood, ladies and gentlemen. That is just a great one. It doesn't come up that often, but oh, you can't beat showing that one off. So that is our letter R, everybody. The Rifleman, number 10, piece of history. Okay. Then we move on to the letter A, another piece of history. How did these guys slip through the checkers out there. But this is Elf number 48. This is just one of those great issues, and you know, who didn't think that was inappropriate? I don't know, but it's a kid's comic. What do they know, right? So we got Elf number 48. Woo! Okay. Our next one we've got is the letter G, and a lot of people look at this comic and say, what the heck are you thinking, Silver Age Dave? You should work on your spelling. Well, what I'm working off of is the G here in Gabriel. Silver's oldest son is named Gabriel, so we're going to show that off. There were lots of G's to choose from, but I just like the sound of that name. He is our first angel. So that is Sergeant Fury number 56. Beautiful cover, beautiful 10 center. So we have that. Then we have the letter E, and I can't help myself. Second copy of Elseworlds 80-page giant. It's estimated there may only be 700 to 1,000 of these in the world, and I am super proud to own 2 of them. I think it's a beautiful issue. This on the back has the original. I took the initial cellophane off of it, but it's got the Silver Acre. You guys will know all about this from, what is it, Chester, England. And that's where this comic was originally purchased. And it spent years and years and years in the dark before coming into my hands. Elseworlds 80-page giant. Love that comic. So now we're off to the letter D. I showed this recently. DC Comics Super DC Con 1976. Just a beautiful piece of history right there. Love showing that baby off. All right. Then we're going to the letter D again for Dave. And what do we have? Boom. One of my favorite, absolute favorite Jack Kirby covers. I think this could be on anyone's list of top 10s. I don't know much about the comic itself, if that would make many high lists, but the cover is just going to capture everything beautiful about that time period. So we've got Devil Dinosaur number 1, 35 cent. That was from 1978, so not a variant, but as far as I'm concerned, just a great cover. Love that. So then we move on to A again, and we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 44. Again, just a beautiful cover. We've got the lizard in there, and typically I'd say nothing particularly special about this issue other than the fact that I only paid a couple of bucks for it, and when I opened it, lo and behold, this is my printout of what's inside. We've got Mr. John Romita signature on page 1 right there at the bottom. I like to do these little things on, what do you call it, on the computer, Photoshop, something like that. I don't know what it's called, Paint, something. So I take copies, I make these little things, and then I don't have to open the book to see what's inside. Beautiful copy, Amazing Spider-Man number 44, absolute. So happy to have that. Then we're moving on. What do we have? The letter V. And a lot of people will say, Silver, your spelling is off again. But there's a cool history. I was just conversing with Comic Boys. This is maybe a month ago. He showed a Dracula comic. And Dracula is actually a true there's a true life person called Vlad the Impaler. That's what Dracula was originally based on. It is a spectacular story. If you've never read about Vlad the Impaler, you should check that out. There's a lot of information if you search for it. He was basically defending his own country. He was doing what he had to do because the people he was fighting against were absolute lunatics, and so he had to raise the stakes to another level. I'm not saying that's good, but I'm saying desperate times called for desperate measures. So I'm showing off Dracula, piece of history lesson from Silver to you. That is a beautiful 12-cent Dell comic. There's also a Frankenstein and a werewolf that were also made at this same time frame. Pretty cool to have. And our last comic book we're going to do, what do we got, an E? I forgot what I even picked. Evel Knievel. This comic came with an Evel Knievel set way back in the day. This should be in every mid to old age dude's collection. It's a beautiful comic book. I'm so happy to have this. I did an unboxing on this, I don't know, not that long ago, and I just love it. So there's Evel Knievel. Contender, I love your channel. I love that I'm able to do this contest. It's an easy one I could concentrate on for a minute. I assume you're going to come over here to my comic room and put all these away, because that is going to be a pain. But ultimately, it was worth it. I wish you luck, my friend. These are my Silver Age Dave spelling lists. One last look. Bam. A-V-E. With that, Silver Age Dave is out.